Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about a big drop from Buffalo Trace. My name is Justine Mays. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Jeff Andresi and Matt Modica.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, everyone.
Hey, so we're going to be talking about a bottle with a suggested retail price of $12,500. It's a 30-year-old bourbon from Buffalo Trace. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Matt said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, sir?
Yeah, so curious, do you all gamble? And if so, what was the largest amount you've ever won? Okay. And if you don't gamble, maybe just in general, what was the largest, did you win a contest? Did you win something? Just kind of curious.
Yeah.
So it's funny, Steve and I were actually chatting about this just a little before you joined, and I'm not really a gambler. I like to play a little blackjack at, North Dakota bars where you could $2 a hand, that kind of thing, and I'd start with $20, and if I lose it, I was done, and if I doubled it, I was done.
Right.
But it was just to try to pass some time. But the largest pot I ever won in a casino was $380, and it was just last year at one of the kids' birthdays out in Deadwood. And it was like, I don't even know what I was doing, but so I just big thing. But another biggest prize I ever won just happened about 3 weeks ago down in Tampa at a cigar event, and I won $1,000 worth of shopping spree at a cigar shop that I buy from. So that was something. Doesn't buy you as much as you think it should, but $1,000. That's I've never won a car. I've never done anything like that. But
never won a car. Okay.
4 digits, man. That's a big number to me.
4 digits.
It is.
Okay. Justine, biggest jackpot ever.
So for my friends, I do not really gamble. I maybe spend, if we go to the casino, $50. For my friend's 40th birthday, we went out to Vegas, and that was my first and only time I've ever been to Vegas.
Yeah.
And I took $150 to last me throughout the week and lost it the first night we were there. And then the second night... The second night we were there, we went to the old part of Vegas.
Yeah, downtown.
And I played the Wonder Woman machine at whatever.
You were out of money.
Well, yeah, I dipped into my not.
Okay.
Money,
All right.
Gave up a couple of meals.
Okay.
Yeah. And I won all of my money back.
Okay.
I won $200.
Yeah.
So.
That's nice.
And then I was done. I did not put another nickel, dime, penny, quarter in a gambling slot machine.
That's self-control right there. That's awesome.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the most that I have won. Was it was just a little over $200.
Yeah. as far as my gambling, it's been an evolution. I mean, I was a card player back in high school, and in crazy games. Once I got a job, we would play games where you'd lose $700 on the turn of a card and stuff like that. For guys, my initial salary, I remember this at the grocery store, was $3.50 an hour. So that's 700 bones is a lot of money. I used to do that, play kind of high stakes cards, certainly for the amount of money I was making. And that continued through, I don't know, early adulthood, high stake card games between friends. But again, the idea was it was between friends, and I might lose $700 on that, but next time I would be benefit and win $700 on a turn of a card. And I just had my card money that I just kept separate from my regular money, and it kind of funded itself. So it wasn't like I was a degenerate gambler or anything like that. And when I was young, as soon as I turned 21, I went to Vegas, and not unlike Justine, I had my budget again was like $100 a day, and that's all I would gamble. And we would go there. And back in those days, Vegas was so much fun. We're talking about 1989 was the first year I went, stayed at the Mirage, and there was all these cheap meals and stuff like that. You could go get the steak dinner for, $2.99 and all that kind of stuff. And I just loved it because I would have my $100 a day I would allocate towards gambling, and I wouldn't go over that. Maybe sometimes, like Justine, you end up going over it and then you have to borrow into something else. But I don't know. I overall, I'm sure I lost money, but I didn't win a lot. The most I ever won, though, I was playing a game that was, I forget what it's called now, but it's like a derivative of Texas Hold'em. But you're not playing against the other players. You're playing against the house. I forget the name of the game, but you get dealt a hand, and then if the dealer qualifies, which I forget what was, a pair of jacks or whatever it was, jacks are better, you win, and you beat it, then you win and stuff like that. And I got dealt a straight flush to the king. Now, had it been to the ace, I would have won $70,000, but it was to the king, so I won $7,000.
Oh,
which
wow.
is the highest I ever won on anything. So
Nice.
$7,000.
Nice.
So yes. And then as in my corporate days, I was, and then everyone told everyone, and my boss, who was kind of a prick, the corporate life, he made me buy a bottle of wine for me, and I didn't even drink any because I don't really like wine. So that cost me like $700 of my $7,000 for a bottle of wine. Yeah.
So before Matt goes, I'm going to jump in and add one thing here. I talked about biggest cash winning, but my biggest win of my life is when I met the artist. I'm putting it on the.
You want her in a gambling game?
My biggest win was meeting the artist. So Matt, sorry if I took your thunder right there.
So it wasn't like a gambling loss. You're just
no, I
saying
didn't. I didn't win her, but I was the winner. I don't know what she would say, but I'm the winner.
Okay. Now, if we go back to the good times in marriage number 2, was there a point when you would have said, I won because I'm with wife number 2? If we go back to wife number 1, was there a point when I would have been like, Jeff, what's the greatest thing that ever happened to you? You would have been like, I'll tell you what, meeting my wife, my beautiful wife, is the greatest win that I ever had.
God dang it. I suppose there was a moment of happiness.
The right answer, Jeff.
So
I suppose.
Yeah. So we're gonna take that answer with a grain of salt, as they say. You guys seem to be going great, and I love it. And she's a nice person. Seems to be a great match for you. So that's a thing that we do at the Barrel Shop. We evaluate relationships. It's a weird thing that we do because you get a lot of time. There's downtime, right? And what are you going to talk about? So 2 dudes, Darren and I, will talk about, is this a good pairing? You and the artist, that's a good pairing. Linda and Matt Monica, perfection. I mean, if one of them decides to leave, they'll never find another one like they've got right now. They need to stick together because they have found the absolute perfect partner for themselves. So so we enjoy figuring that out. And there's some great ones. There's some ones that we don't understand, but there's some great pairings, and you like to see when they hit like that. Life feels good when you're like, man, how great is that? You can find the perfect match, and the Monicas here have done that, and there's others too. I don't want to get into the whole thing, but there's.
I just feel like that's weird conversation for men to have because men don't usually talk about relationships.
We just like to see the pairings because because there's also ones, Justine. I'll be like, why in the fuck does this guy? Why did he ever do this to us? Why? What grudge? What grudge do you have against yourself? Where this is the person that you married, a person who makes you. How much do you hate yourself to have married this individual? So it's really from a guy lens, a guy person. It's not like we're Darren and I are hugging and in tears because the Monica's relationship's so beautiful. They're the exception. The ones that we really harp on is the ones that it's like, why the fuck have you done? You ruined your life the moment you said I did.
So Matt, they don't even talk about you. It was a blip, and
it's a blip in a much more detailed conversation. So I get what you're saying, Justine, but it is a very guy centric conversation. But there are ones where it's just like, wow, those two are perfect for one another, and the Monicas are a perfect example of that. So.
Well, until I get the man cold, and then I just get yelled at for having a man cold, and
or you go strolling around those goddamn R2D2 Crocs. I mean,
hey,
I'm on her side on that one. I'm like, what's he doing?
Yeah, no, she's probably right on that one. But they're fun. They're fun.
You wear those out in public?
They're at the lake, and I think probably hidden from me at this point.
I mean, I feel like those are valid lake shoes.
The lake shoes, I guess.
Water shoes.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. So.
Nothing. I don't think Linda would like it if you two were like stopping by the grocery store and you're strolling around in your
no.
Crocs.
I probably not going out to like a 5-star restaurant or anything.
No, I do have these Mickey Mouse shoes that are like. They're like water shoes, and they're Mickey Mouse all over them and everything. And I almost wore them out to the grocery store the other day. And Linda was like, "You're not going out in those, are you?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "Okay, probably a good idea."
Yeah. Okay.
Oh well. Well, so on the gambling thing for me, it's just recent because we're dog sitting for my son and his wife, and they're out in Vegas, and they left yesterday, and they arrived, and probably not even 2 hours after they got there, they plunked their money into a slot machine, and they won $3,600. And it's just like, holy cow! Like I've never won anything like that, like just by throwing money in a slot. But then what was worse or better, I don't know. But I mean, he sent me a video of it because he was Snapchatting for whatever reason, and all I see is 130,000. And like the number just keep going up and up and up and up, and he's like freaking out in the video, and so I'm thinking the kid won $130K in a year. Right. And he's like, no, 3,600. So it must have been penny slots or something. I don't know, but
so could he have won that? Like he didn't bet the max amount or something?
I think he did. He said it was a $3 bet. So
okay.
Sounds like a max amount.
Yeah. So it was. It was good for him. I mean, as far as me, like I think the biggest I've won ever would be when I was actually 15 years old. I was supposed to be 16.
Big time gambler.
We were at the bingo, and I won the bingo jackpot of $500.
Okay.
And,
when you're 16, that's a haul, man. You're doing good.
Yeah, I was technically only 15. I was supposed to be 16.
Right. Well, yeah, true.
But,
you got to pay that back.
Yeah. You got to say they're going to hear this and be like, "You did not win that legitimately."
Yeah, exactly. And all the old people are going to come after me.
Right.
Mabel's going to come and beat you with a stick.
Right.
Yeah.
Becca's joined us. Becca, we're talking about your biggest win ever, like like a slot machine jackpot or anything like that. Have you ever scored like a big? And it could even be like a Super Bowl pool. Maybe some of those can get pretty crazy. There's $1,000 payouts on the square of certain Super Bowl pools and so. Anything like that? What's your biggest gambling win ever?
The biggest gambling win I ever had, and it was very essential when I won it.
Okay.
So one of my friends had she wasn't a teen, but she was pregnant. She was probably 22, 23, but she wasn't actually, like, she had been dating this guy for like 3 months. Mm-hmm. They have been married now for like, I don't know, 15 years. So it worked out well.
It worked out.
And they like each other too, but she got pregnant.
They actually like each other. They're a good match.
And so I was putting together her baby shower. Mm-hmm. And I really despise poorly put together baby showers. And so like Like you gotta spend money.
You like some production value.
Yeah, I like it put together nicely, and I don't like it when people don't like. I don't like it when it looks shitty, and like I wanted it to make sure like it looked nice. But I did not have the money that I was spending. Like I spent like I was probably 22. She was probably 23.
Okay.
So I did not have money to be spending on that.
Right.
But I did in fact spend like I probably spent $1,000 on this entire thing.
Sure.
Wow.
And I did not have that kind of money to be spending on that.
Yeah.
I did not have any disposable income.
Right.
Because I was a partying 22-year-old. And I was at the bar with everyone from work. Like everyone stopped at like we all carpooled together and everyone stopped at the bar. They had like $2 drinks there. And all the guys had put in money on the on what are they called? Where you like crack them open.
Pull tabs, yeah.
Yeah, the pull tabs. They all put in money on pull tabs, and I was like, I don't have money to put it on pull tabs, so I didn't do it. And then after they had done theirs, I was like, you know what? I have $20 left. That's all I have. I got $20.
$20.
I was
The
like,
last 20.
whatever. You know what? I'm just gonna put that in, see what
Pull
happens.
tabs.
Maybe
Okay.
I'll win $20. Maybe I won't win anything. And I won $400, and
Okay.
that was the most important $400 I'd ever won.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
was
'Cause you were
like-
broke. You were broke.
I literally
You
have
needed
no money. I'd spent it all on that, and so I was.
That's karma. That's
I
good
was
karma.
yeah. I
coming
was
around
like,
you.
I was just like, I opened it and I was like, and everyone was pissed because they had been playing pull tabs and I didn't,
Sure.
and then I played outside.
No one's
and
celebrating your win.
no one was happy for me at
They
all.
wanted it for themselves.
Did they make
Yeah.
you buy a round?
I don't think so. I think I said no. I was like, I need this money. Like
Right.
I'm not like I don't care. I was
Yeah.
like, I actually need this money. Like this is nothing to do with like having fun and like drinking at a bar after work.
Yeah.
And the drinks back then, it was like $2 happy hour or something like that.
Right.
I was like, I don't care. I was like, I need this money severely.
Right.
And so I was no longer broke. I mean, I still was broke, but like, $400 in what, 2010 or whatever year that was, that was a lot of money for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's the most I've ever won and the most important time that I
You needed it the most.
I needed to win.
You might not be here had that not happened. You'd have just died. You just
I killed
withered
myself,
up and
you're right.
died. Yeah.
Curled up in a ball and
Yeah. No money for food. Just gone.
Yeah, it could have been really bad, but
It worked out.
that was, I was so I was so happy. I was literally I was so relieved, and I am not a gambler. I think that gambling is stupid, and I think that it's just a waste of money. And like what are you? Yeah, like because that is not a normal thing to happen.
Right.
And but
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know. I really like
This will be interesting. Matt, this is started by Matt. How much money did they win? Your son and daughter-in-law?
$3,600.
$3,600. And it happened very early in their trip to Vegas. So this is the real test. Hopefully, they're just smart and just be like, let's have a better time than we would have, spend some money, do some things we wouldn't have done, and then come home with most of that. That's ideal. I hope so. I don't want to hear that, they ended up giving it all away.
Yeah.
They had the time of their lives gambling, but, and they were playing on house money. It's still, that's real money that can leave the house and come on to your house, not their house. So hopefully
he showed another video of him getting paid out in cash. So I'm hoping, and I told him, I said, now put it in your pocket and don't
put it in your pocket. And also know when they pay out in cash like that, there'll be tax ramifications down the road. So just remember that, so you want to bring some of that back home. So there you go. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Matt. Matt, what do you got there, man?
I've got Cask House whiskey. This is a barrel pick from the ABV shop, BL8, which I believe is is partially aged in a Blanton's barrel, I believe.
That's correct. Yes. Yes.
So, and it's a screw top. So
Screw top.
all you're gonna hear is the crack.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. It was a good crack. If we were doing a crack off, your crack is exquisite, though. That's what we would say. So,
Thank you, Steve.
all right.
I'm glad you like my crack.
Yeah. Becca, you're next. What do you got?
I don't have one to crack. I'm tasting some samples of some single barrels that I'm possibly going to use for San Francisco. So I'm get a taste of these and figure out which one I like better.
Okay.
I've got a very old Sauterne finish from our very first round of Sauternes, the French Rieux Sec. And I also
Okay.
have a Caribbean rum,
Yeah.
which is
Nice.
also really good. And so I'm kind of
Going back and forth.
deciding here.
Okay. Fair enough. Justine, what do you got there?
Well, I was gonna drink some Leopold Brothers 3-chamber rye, but I can't get the screw top off. So I'm going to go with this Old Monroe Distiller Select, their straight malt
Okay.
whiskey that was finished in French oak Norton barrel.
Norton.
Hey, Norton.
That was very good. Very good. That's our leader right there. Jeff, you're next. What do you got?
Just a shout out to Steve who has this on the show. It's my first time ever having a non-whiskey on the show. I get some Barron's brandy.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nice. I love that stuff. That's our new lead right there. That was great. Great stuff. I've got a boxing bear here. This one is called Mostly Done. So let's see what we got here. Decent, but not going to be enough to win. So, Jeff, you clearly won that one. So, cheers to you, buddy. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about Buffalo Trace's latest crazy drop. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
This is Willie C. Moore, and I'm here with MB Rowan, and you're listening to the Bourbon Kit Daily.
Welcome back. Today on the show, we are talking about a big drop from Buffalo Trace.
Yes, we are. So Buffalo Trace is dropping a 30-year-old bourbon. And again, they have a company that they work with. It's a group of industry executives that started a brand focusing on older bourbon barrels. I'm sure this is associated with them. $12,500 suggested retail price of that. $12,500.
Well, it's a really pretty bottle.
It is. The bottle is beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
I just feel
with it.
This is like a toy, right? This is like we're
This
going
is
after.
not meant for
Right.
us.
Right, it's not. We can sit here and bash it or say we wouldn't buy it if we got the chance. They don't care. This is probably basically already sold, and it's a statement piece. It's like, hey, look at this. Look what we can do. We have a 30-year-old bourbon, and we think it's delicious enough. We're going to put it in this cool bottle, and it's going to be $12,500 retail, and everyone's going to buy it that is really into it, and it's sold out, and then we'll talk about our next huge crazy release. So, right?
I mean, it sounds good the way they describe it, with aromas of baked cherries, brown sugar, caramel, honey, subtle nuttiness, warm tobacco, and well-integrated oak.
Yeah.
All complemented by a hint of smoke.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds great, but it probably just tastes like oak.
Right.
Yeah.
You might as well just
summarize the notes. Oak. Yeah.
Well integrated oak.
That bottle is crazy coming from a child of a glass person. Like that's a lot of money they put into. I mean, as they should.
Right.
Like
I'm thinking about buying a bottle for your mother, Becca, just because she's into glass.
Yeah, I think you should.
How
much money she's made you over the years because she birthed me, Steve.
This is true. I owe her.
She's at least made you that much money.
I owe her this. So yes.
Yeah, you owe her this bottle, although she doesn't drink. It's just
Yeah, it'll be a piece she can put it in her shop and show off.
Oh, she would love that.
Yeah.
Classic first world problem, right? When I call and they say, "Oh, we just sold the last bottle." That's a classic first world problem.
Yeah.
101 proof on it, huh?
101 proof. Yeah. Yeah. Well, when it's 30 years old, you're gonna.
But also, to be fair, like I said, this is not for us.
Right.
And it's not for the whiskey dorks even out there.
Right.
This is for just like multimillionaire, billionaire people, right? To buy it. And and most of those people are not drinking hazmat stuff.
Right.
Hazmat's for the whiskey dorks. And that's
you're spot on.
This is for normal rich people who want to have something cool, and then they give it to their friends.
This is a doctor who's chief of staff at some big, large hospital.
Completely drinkable to anyone that they pour it for, and they go, "Isn't this the best thing you ever had? It's smooth and easy to sip on." If it was high proof, honestly, that would be. I think it would be worse for them if it was high proof. It should be lower proof because of the people that it's actually for, and it's not us.
And it cuts down on the oakiness too.
So that's. Funny, I was actually thinking a little differently.
Okay.
The people that earn the money, the big money people, they don't go spend their money on something like this. But when the kid inherits the money and they don't know what to do with it,
you think that's
they're
who's
the ones
buying
that
it?
are buying
the socialites? You think it's the socialites of the world?
It's the socialites that are gonna. Oh, look at this.
Maybe it's the kids, but still they want to share it with their friends, and it needs to be something that's real. Like if they're like because frankly they're also probably not buying it. Directly out of the store necessarily.
They're probably also not paying $12,500. They're paying $22,000.
Exactly.
Right.
And so still, they want to go. My dad bought this. Isn't it good? He spent $30,000 on it.
Right.
And it shouldn't be something harsh that's going to make people go, "Oh God, that just tastes like old."
Yeah. I feel like the socialites maybe, and if they can get their hands on it, they certainly will. But I do think it's the traditional wealthy that are buying this, and it's if you're most people in that position, in which I am not, and I don't know about anybody else here. We won't talk finances, but I don't think anybody else here is in that sort of stratosphere. I think it comes with a big ego, right? And this is an opportunity. You've got your friends that in the country club that also enjoy bourbon and stuff like that. To show up with this. This is an affirmation of how you've won in life, right? I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that's even a bad thing. I mean, if they've earned the money to allow them to do that, God bless them. They deserve it. So
also, they're pouring it for their friends, but they're also pouring it for either they're divorced, and so it's some young chick like, "Oh, let me pour this." They don't want 120 proof. They want it to be something like that. So the girl's like, "Oh yeah, no, it's really good."
That could be the tagline.
This is the whiskey for the mistress.
This will help you find your next wife.
This is mistress whiskey.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So
on the decanter, you guys, everybody's got to see the picture of it, but it says it's a hand blown 750 ml crystal decanter surrounded by a hand hammered gold plated eagle's wing and featuring a sculpted glass eagle inside. So like it's pretty.
It's crazy cool. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would assume. Let's talk about this for a second. I would assume someone finishes that bottle and is like, I wonder. I'm gonna put this on eBay. I don't need an empty bottle. I bet you that goddamn bottle would go for $5,000.
Probably.
Some crazy person would, again, probably for nefarious purposes. They're probably going to try to refill it and resell it. But I bet you that bottle goes for crazy bucks. I mean,
Sure.
wild. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but that's the kind of shit that goes down, right?
Didn't that? What was the first one, that
Double Eagle
very rare?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't people selling that empty bottle?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for like $1,000. So yeah, yes, you got to try that, didn't you, Justine? The Double Eagle Very Rare.
I did at Whiskey in the Winter.
Yeah.
And the other one that came out.
Yeah, it's disappointing, all right? There's nothing.
Yeah.
I got to taste that with
Underwhelmed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to taste the Double Eagle Very Rare with Good
Your buddy.
Shepherd.
Yeah, the Good
And,
Shepherd.
it was when I tasted it, I was like, oh, older Eagle Rare, yeah.
Right.
I would rather have just had the regular Eagle Rare.
Didn't it just taste like just older Eagle Rare? Like, not like, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I literally told someone the other day in the gift shop, I was like, my life, I didn't all of a sudden feel like my life was on the right track after I tasted it.
That was a turning point you didn't feel?
Yeah, I wasn't like,
Okay.
oh my God, everything's changed now.
Right.
Everything, it's, I've been born anew.
There's a line from before you drank that till the line after you drank that, and your life is markedly different. You know, that's what you would think.
Although after I drank it's when I met Royce, so
There you go.
maybe there's a connection.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, for sure. All right, on that note, we're going to wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Matt, we're going to start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on LinkedIn, Matt Monica.
All right, Jeff.
Facebook, Instagram, and the Cigar Dojo, Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
Okay, Justine.
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
All right, Miss Becca Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Becca Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley across all social media. ABVnetwork.com, that's where you can find our content. ABVBarrelShop.com is where you can find out what's going on at the Barrel Shop, what we have in inventory, classes, all that kind of good stuff. Again, ABVBarrelShop.com. Miss Becca Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
Ooh, I gotta close it out. I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.